Well, good morning, all you wonderful people out there. This will be the 7th video, I think, in a series about bank access at local lakes, lakes that are close to Ashland. I'm saying within about an hour. I'm going back to Yatesville. This will be a little different because it'll be mostly fishing, but there is an area, it's called the Cove, and I think it's like a little water type park on Yatesville. There's a beach. But I noticed one time while I was out fishing in my kayak that there are actually spots there you could fish. So I'm going to go to the main boat ramp area, but I'll be taking a little road off to the side to show you how to get to the cove. And then I'll actually launch my kayak from the Greenbrier ramp and head that way later on through the day. It's a little bit of a journey in the kayak to get there. But I'll be able to, once I get there, show you depths if you wanted to fish off the bank in different areas to let you know how deep it might be, so you can kind of judge where you want to fish from. So a little different video today. I'm not taking my cool sunglasses that play music because I've been in meetings all week at work, and I'll be honest with you, my ears hurt just from sound, people talking, anything. I just want to have birds singing like they are right now, and just kind of chill out on the lake and see what I can catch. Just stay tuned. Later on there'll be a tip about Yatesville if you want to fish for some bigger bass on an area I think that you would really like to try, and I'll show that to you in the video later on. So hope everybody's having a great weekend. It is truly a beautiful day. You might notice I'm in a different type of outfit, shall we say. I don't have my cold weather stuff on because I'm actually fishing on a warm, sunny day. There's no wind at all, hardly. So I don't know what I'm going to do with myself except go out and have a good time. So stay tuned, and I'll see you at the lake. Just on a side note, I'm not going to show how you get to Yatesville Marina or the Greenbrier ramp. That's covered in other videos. So if that's something that you're unsure of, you can check out my other videos at Old Man and the Sea Productions, which I still think is a funny name because it's what I want to be someday, is an old man by the sea. I've just entered Yatesville Lake Marina Road, and this is called Beach Road. It's the one I showed in another video where it kind of goes along this little backwater, if you want to call it. It's not real deep from what I could tell, but that would be an opportunity to bank fish. In fact, there's a fellow fishing right here. So I'm going to be heading down this road toward the cove. Well, they have the road blocked, so it's not open yet. It's owned by the county, so I guess it will open whenever the weather is warmer. Well, that's how you get there. I will show you what it looks like on down the road. I was just talking with that fella right over there. Nice guy. Looks like there's actually a little access road right here, so might be another idea for you if you're looking for off the beaten path place to fish. Yeah, there's a little road right back there, and he said it's really good fishing down there in the as he said, the holler. So there's real good fishing down that way. So just another opportunity to fish here at Yatesville. It was an adventure that ended in a dead end, but that's okay. At least you know where it is and how to get to it. It's a big lake. There's a lot going on. Obviously, he said they're laying water pipe right now. Apparently, they're going to put cabins out there at the beach. He said probably 3 or 4 like tiny house cabins. So just a lot going on out here. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, we're heading back to our Greenbrier, and I'll talk to y'all in a bit. I'm here at the marina, the main boat ramp for Yatesville, and I stopped for a reason. This place is packed, and apparently they probably have some kind of a kid fishing day going on. There's a bunch of people fishing out here. Look at all these trucks with trailers. Of course, that represents a boat. I would bet you that 9 out of 10, if not 10 out of 10, trucks and trailers here are in some kind of a tournament today. So guess what tournament anglers do? They catch a bass, if they're fishing for bass. They put it in their live well, And then what do? Well, they bring it in here to weigh it, and then they walk over and unceremoniously dump it in the lake. So if you're fishing from the bank and you want an opportunity to catch a keeper-sized bass, which will be 15 inches or bigger here at Yatesville, come fish at the marina. Stop by the Yatesville bait store. It's right on the way to the marina, and get some of the largest minnows you can get. And if I were you, I'd wait probably till about Wednesday after the bass have settled down, and you can go right over that away. There's a whole bunch of bank area all the way through there. I've shown that on another video and given you some of the depths. Rig up a Carolina rig. If you don't know what a Carolina rig is, watch a video. Put on one of those minnows and see what you catch, because these guys are basically stalking this area every weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with a bunch of keeper-sized bass. They're, I guess, too lazy to leave boats in the water and take those fish back out onto the main lake. And I've watched them. They just put them in a bag, then they walk over and dump them in the lake. So they treat these fish like they don't matter, which I guess apparently they don't. They complain about local anglers catching the fish from this area. But I'm like, you know, when you point one finger at somebody, 3 more are pointing back at you. So if you're fishing tournaments here at Yatesville, here's my request. Why don't you leave your boat in the water, and why don't you take your fish back where you caught them, or at least put them back out on the main lake? If you're dumping them here out of a bag, like I've seen so many of these guys do, then you're part of the problem, and you can fix it real easy with a little bit of effort on your part. You know, the kayak fishing, when you fish in a kayak tournament, it's called CPR, catch, photo, and release. I wish all tournaments would do that. It's a very simple process. There are apps. It's called TourneyX. You download that app, and when you catch a fish, you put it on a sanctioned measuring board. You take a photo of it. You submit it for judging, and the tournament is based on total length of fish caught, and usually it's the 5 best fish. Sometimes it may be different, but if tournaments would do that more and more, it would probably help the health of the lake and the health of the bass population anyway, instead of catching them, sloshing them around in a live well for hours sometimes, sticking them in a bag, and then walking over to the side of the lake and just dumping them in the lake. So, all right, that's enough of my soapbox for today, but here you go. If you want a tip on where to catch keeper bass at Yatesville Lake, if I were you, and that's what I wanted to do, I would stop by the bait store, get the largest minnows they had, rig up a couple rods with a Carolina rig and a large minnow, and cast out anywhere from there all the way down around toward the dam, and just see what might bite, because I'm going to bet you money you will catch some of the biggest bass of your life right here just fishing off the bank. So hope that helps, and I'm heading to Greenbrier now to go fishing and quit preaching. Thanks, guys. Okay, this is Greenbrier ramp, and look at the boats that are here. A lot different than the main ramp, but still, it's a busy day out in Yatesville, but it's a beautiful day, and I get it. And let me just also say, I'm not against tournament fishermen. I fish in some tournaments now. I'm not a good one, but I do fish in some. I've got no problem with that. My main problem is with how they treat the resource, and then complain about others who, I guess in a sense, take advantage of their laziness by not releasing those fish back where they were caught, or taking them out at least to the main lake and releasing them from the main lake. You know, if you fish from the bank and you want to catch a big bass, like I said, it's like having a stocking truck come down to the main marina area every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and dumping a bunch of 15-inch bass right there in the lake. So have at it, and don't let people say anything else to you. This is what my kayak looks like all loaded up in here. I just got some of those rod covers, and they're awesome. And it's going to help me not have my lines all tangled up, but it's a haul. There's a bunch of stuff in there, and I forgot to tighten up my straps, and that thing didn't move. It's heavy. So I just thought if you're interested to see what it looks like when it's all loaded up in there, that's all my gear. All right, talk to you in a bit. When you fish out of a kayak, you have a lot of loading and unloading to do. So I'm finally on the water. Let's see what happens. So there may be some fish getting ready to get in that mood to spawn. So let's see what happens. I have to say, this is the first fishing trip of 2023 where I've actually broke a little bit of a sweat. So it's a nice change from having to be bundled up with long johns on. Let's see what's out here, and hopefully I'll be back with a fish or two. Let's see what we got here. I let that sink deep, and saw a bunch of fish marks. So let's see. We have the skunk off the boat. Yay. Yeah, nice little bass. I don't know how big he is. Let's get him up here. Yeah. Not huge, but hey, one bass is better than no bass. I'm using a little, it's a 2.5-inch Kitech. It's got a very small profile. And not a big fella, but he's something. And I found some Gamakatsu jig heads that have a short shank hook. So, pretty cool. All right, there's one in the boat. All right, there's another one. I am seeing a huge, just a huge ball of bait fish. I have no idea. And I threw out there and let it sink. Counted to about 10. That's a little bit. I like that little spot bass. Yeah, little spot. There you go. Man, he ate that thing. All right, baby. Shoot. Yeah, let's get that out of there and see if we can get another one. There he is, little spot, I think. All right, 2. Well, he came. Oh, well, there you go. Good deal, bud. Let him go easy. That's a little guy. But I'm using a small profile on purpose right now. So, all right. Well, they're still around. I tell you, so far, if I found a school of shad, I found fish. And I went over, well, I'm guessing it's shad. I went over another school. I drifted on down and let it sink to about 10 feet. And there he was. That's a little better one there. That's a little better one. That's a spotted bass. I think spots only have to be 10 inches to count. So let's see here. See if I got one that would have counted. We're not fishing a tournament today, so let's see what we got here. Oh, dude, sorry. Let's see here. He is, close your mouth, big boy. 9.5. I swear, I can't catch keeper, save my life here. But that's all right. That's fish. That's all that matters. All right, see what we can catch next. Oh, this might be a better one. Oh, man. Stay down. No, yeah, this is a better one. I got a keeper this time, buddy. Much better. Oh yeah, thank you. Much better. There you go. All right, chill, dude. Boy, he spit that right out. I am glad I netted him, or her, whatever it is. There you go. Well, that's the best bass of the year so far for me, anyway. Oh, he's been caught so many times. Yeah, let's see what he measures out here. He's getting ready to spawn, looks like. All right, sheesh. Yeah, it's caught on the famous old Ned rig with a power bait on it. Keep your mouth closed, dude. Huh. He's just 12.5, but I'll take it. Man, that's been a long time coming. All right, big fella, thank you so much, and let's set you back in there. Make some more babies. All right. Well, so far I've tried, of course, swim bait. I've caught small ones on it. I've had towed the jig a little bit, and then went to my old standby Ned rig with that's a power bait, Fat Daddy Crawl, I believe is what it's called. So let's try another one. Oh, the Cove would be the most popular place on the whole freaking lake, but I have literally seen 4 boats leave this cove. There's 2 back there fishing it, and maybe 3, and then these dudes in the John boat pulled up a little bit ago too. So there have been almost, what would that be, close to 10 freaking boats here in the last, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. It's ridiculous. But anyway, this is the Cove. Really have no clue what you can or cannot do here. There's a sign up over here. I'm gonna go see what these signs say. I believe the other side of that is the beach, so you can tell they're doing a lot of construction work here. Like the fellow said this morning, they're putting in some tiny house cabins. He said 3 or 4. They're running water lines, I guess, for those cabins, and looks like there's some up there on the hill too. So I'm not sure what all the requirements are here. I did read on the website last night that it was $1 per person or $5 for a carload to come out here. So you might actually have to pay something to I guess park here or fish here, but I'll tell you real quick what this bank is like. He said there's some kind of an access road that goes back this way. Now, I don't know a thing about that, obviously, but there may be another area you could fish back in there. So let's go over here and see what we're looking at depth-wise and see what these signs say. I'll be back. Here we go. I'm in about 14 foot of water, so you can see right there is the beginning of the mowed area. Always mowed or mown? The mowed area. Ah, well, whatever. The area where they cut the grass. And it's gone up to about 12 foot of water now. So right in this little cove, if you want to call it that, it's around 12 feet. I'm sure it'll get a little bit shallower as you go closer to the bank. Just beyond where I was, it was about 16 feet. Seen a lot of fish marks right in here. So let's go around here and let's read what these signs say. I do know it said they rent kayaks. I forget how much, for like 2 hours. So if you wanted to come here and stick a kayak in the lake, you could do that. Bring your fishing pole maybe, or just enjoy paddling around. I haven't really ever paddle fished before. I've always pedal fished, so I'm not sure what that would be like. Tried it once, a lot to do. So 22 feet, well crap, I wasn't paying attention. So where it's really steep, it's dropping off, and I'm in the 20 feet area now. Where it's flattening out again, you can see there, so there's a dip back there, right there where it's kind of steep. Now it's going up again. I'm in 17 feet of water, so it's 21 foot back there, 16 feet. Now it's going up some more, kind of flattening out, and yeah, it's starting to flatten out. This looks like it might be a swimming area, so you may not be able to fish here. I honestly do not know. Let's go find out. Beach hours, Sunday 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday through Sunday 11 to 6. Absolutely no trespassing. Surveillance in progress. So this is a little sandy beach, so it doesn't say no fishing. So I guess you wouldn't want to fish obviously where people are swimming, but there was bank back there you could fish off of. I can't imagine they're going to swim all through here. This is all sand, so you've got plenty of sandy area. On the other side of that is roped off, and I'm sure that is no fishing and no boats. So this would allow you some fishing opportunity, I reckon. Yeah, it says right there again, beach hours, Saturday through Sunday, 11 to 6. No trespassing after hours, surveillance in progress. So I am going to guess they have some type of cameras up. So, well, this may not be a great fishing area. You could come here to fish the afternoon if you wanted to. You know, the thing to do would probably bring your kids, fish a little bit, and then enjoy the the stuff they have here, because what I saw online, they have a lot to offer. This is a peninsula that comes out, and I don't see how you could fish off this. It's very overgrown and very steep. It's 11 foot of water here, so right off you could cast out to here where I am now, and it's about 11-12 foot of water. But much more than this, it'd be awfully tough to fish. I'll go around the peninsula and see what it does. Let's see what things look like out here. Well, it's been a long time. It's a little guy, but you know what? Sheesh, it's been a while since I caught one. I've been trying to get to that cove area, and a whole lot happening back there. So, well, let me be careful. He's tiny, but it's fish. All right, there's another one. There's another one. A little bit bigger than the last one, maybe, but not, yeah, a little bit bigger. Oh, not like, well, he's fighting like crazy. All right, dude. Yeah, he's a little better. All right. Tell you, this little Gamakatsu, small profile, again, I'm not catching huge fish, but, you know, I'm catching fish, so, whoa, sorry, bud. Jeez. All right, there you go, buddy. There you go. All right, well, there's another. Let's see what else we can get here. The other side of the peninsula, there are buoys right there that say keep out, so I guess this is a no boat, land-based place only. Again, fishing wise, I don't know. It might be a fun place to bring your little ones, and they could maybe fish a little bit for bluegill, but there's lots of water activity that's going on in the summertime here. I think it opens up around June. So this will be more of a playground area and a place to swim. But there are limited fishing opportunities on the opposite side of the peninsula. That peninsula is completely overgrown and steep. Would be very hard to fish off that. So really and truly, I'm going to say this is not a very good bank fishing spot. Has a little potential, but not a whole lot. Hope that helps everybody. If you've ever wondered about it, I'd say go other places. This might be a shot in the dark here. All right, sure. Oh, well, dang it. He got off. He was a typical size there. Probably probably a 5-pounder, even though he looked kind of like a 9 or 10 incher. But anyway, see what else we got here. At least they're still biting. Well, another huge one here, I think. Nope. Yeah, well, that was called quick release. Little feller. Well, they're still biting, but it's getting late. Oh, I realized you all probably had a great view of my feet all day, so sorry about that. It is warm weather, and so when I'm out here in warm weather, the shoes come off. So if I've got weird feet or whatever, yep, it just is what it is, I reckon. Well, I guess this about wraps it up. The Cove was a disappointment. I mean, well, a disappointment in the sense that I really don't see much bank fishing opportunity there. But as far as a recreational area, it's probably a whole lot of fun. And then I caught a few fish today. Nothing really big. I did finally catch one more than 12 inches, which, you know, my Lord, been working hard on that all year. So finally did catch a little bit bigger one. This little Kitech, it's a 2.5 inch with a Gamakatsu short shank jig head was the primary bait that caught fish today. I caught the bigger one on a Ned rig with a power bait. I think it's a crawl. And caught a lot of the bass that I caught were caught off of schools of shad out deep. So it was a lot of fun. I got to use my fish finder to catch fish, and then of course fish structure. So that'll wrap this one up, and we'll do another one here next week. I think I want to head to Greenbow and fly fish, so I'm hoping the weather holds up on either Saturday or Sunday, and I'll be able to see if the bluegill are hitting the beds yet, and hopefully catch one that's big enough to get a citation. So have a great rest of the evening, and I hope you all have a great weekend and have a wonderful week. Thank you for watching. And there's the boat ramp. I tell you, I needed today. It was a wild and crazy week with work. I had meetings and all that stuff. So if I can encourage you to do anything, is to find something you love to do and go do it. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. Life is good.